At Gulf Coast Weather Solutions, we focus on delivering reliable weather forecasts. Our new app provides reliable updates and alerts no matter where you are. With real-time weather alerts and warnings, you can stay informed and prepared wherever you go. Download the Gulf Coast Weather Solutions app today on the App Store and Google Play and stay connected no matter where you are.
Good Monday morning, everybody. Meteorologist Johnny Lively here to do our Monday show, sponsored by HB Neal Construction. We look over towards radar, sponsored by Dana Simmons Real Estate Team. We can see that area of low pressure has pushed more towards Lafayette and New Iberia. That's where all the showers and thunderstorms are. You could see 1 to 3 inches of rain from Lafayette, New Iberia, up to the Baton Rouge area where all the heavy rainfall can be. We're going to see that really stay well east of our area because that's where that low pressure system went. We were thinking this was going to be a little bit further west. We're possibly closer to Lake Charles, giving us a pretty decent rain coverage, but unfortunately that has moved off further to the east, just giving us 10 to 20% coverage of rain today and tomorrow. Definitely going to be limited on the rain coverage. Look at the temperatures up there across the United States. Bozeman currently at 26 degrees this morning. Salt Lake City at 44 degrees. Denver at 42, and it is definitely not cold down here. You can see that here locally in southeast Texas from San Antonio to Houston. A little bit warmer over there in New Orleans. That's because we're all that warm, moist air is going in, so they're currently at 79 degrees, and we're a little bit cooler over here locally. Lake Charles, Louisiana is at 72, Jennings at 73. The further east that you go, you can see where that warm, moist area is already getting into the mid-70s, down towards the coast and into the low 70s. Galveston always finds a way to be warmer, it seems. Houston at 76. The further north that you go, you are currently into the mid-60s. Because that area of low pressure is further to the east, that means that the outdoor and construction forecast for today and really the next couple of days is not too bad at all. Looks pretty good. Just 10 to 20% coverage for a few isolated showers and storms. Overall, this should not mess up any plans. The overall high today will get into the upper 80s to low 90s, really around the 90-degree mark. Here's our upper level flow. Really, as we get into Wednesday, we're going to have limited rain coverage, but as we get into Wednesday and into the end of the week, we're really going to see the rain coverage just kind of drop off. That's because the high pressure system starts moving into our region. You can see it here on Wednesday, starts dominating the region. That means temperatures are going to stick into the upper 80s to low 90s. Rain coverage definitely drops off to, if anything at all. And then if we get into Friday into the weekend, you can see that high pressure ridge will be further off to the west, getting into West Texas, keeping us mainly warm and mainly dry. And this brings us to the rainfall outlook, sponsored by Modern Concrete Materials. You can see limited rain coverage, no rain at all, really, just 20 to 10% coverage. Monday through Wednesday, that area high pressure starts building in over the Gulf. That really kind of kills off our rain chances as we get into the end of the week, into the weekend. Here's our future cast. We know that low pressure system moved into Lafayette. That's where all the showers and thunderstorms will be, well off to our east. Now, we can still get some isolated showers and storms later on this afternoon, at least 10 to 20% coverage. As we get into Tuesday, we'll start seeing a little bit more cloud cover start coming into our region, and then another round of some isolated showers and storms are possible. But again, very, very limited. We are getting dry, but with this type of pattern, it's going to keep us somewhat on the drier side, especially the next 5 to 7 days. Very limited in the rain coverage, and then really dry as we get into the end of the week, into the weekend. Here's our high temperatures today, mainly going to get into the upper 80s. Some areas might get close to 90 degrees, but you can see down towards the coast will be into the low to mid 80s. And then the overnight lows, you can see further to the north will be into the mid to upper 60s. Along the Interstate 10 corridor from Houston to Lake Charles should be into the low 70s. Even Lafayette will be at 71 degrees, and then down towards the coast will be into the mid to upper 70s. Galveston will be at 82 degrees. Here's our tropical outlook. We still have this one area that we will be watching. One thing we won't watch this do, it will not get into Caribbean, and it will not get into the Gulf. This can completely still shut down over here. But this has a pretty high chance of becoming a tropical depression, tropical storm Jerry, as we get into the middle to end of this week. This will approach the Leeward Islands as we get into Thursday and Friday, and then after that, this will lift and then curve away, going away from the United States, just like we've seen all hurricane season long. So if we put this in motion here, we can see this slowly gets organized as we get into Wednesday and Thursday, possibly a tropical depression, tropical storm, Jerry at this time, and then by Friday and into the weekend, we will see this lift and then start curving out to sea, just like we've seen all hurricane season long. Everything has gone out to sea. Been a very quiet hurricane season, not only for the Gulf, the Caribbean, but for the United States, and that is exactly what we like to see. Here's our 7-day forecast for Southeast Texas. Very limited rain coverage the next couple of days. Temperatures hugging that upper 80s to low 90s the next couple of days. That high pressure ridge starts building into our region Thursday into Friday, keeping the rain chances really at bay. You can see Southwest Louisiana probably should lower that coverage. I don't think it's going to be 40%, at least 20 to 30% coverage today. And then as we get into Tuesday and Wednesday, very limited. High pressure builds into the week, keeping temperatures into the upper 80s, really keeping us dry. So everybody enjoy your Monday. Have a good work week. Thanks for tuning in to our Monday morning show. Lucas will have our evening video later this evening, but I will see y'all again tomorrow morning on Tuesday. So have a good Monday, and thanks again.